Yeah, I mean, that's why I don't even go on boats anymore. Anyways, let's do this podcast. Hey guys, welcome back to the Professional Interns Podcast. It's a podcast where two friends give comedy advice, or sometimes just me and Noah. Noah?
You know, sometimes we're friends, sometimes we're giving advice. It really could go any way there. How you been, Jamie?
I have been delightful. I think at the top of the hour, we should own up to something, though. It was Noah's fault we didn't upload last week. He got lost at sea. I had to go find him, and I'm not that good of a swimmer, okay?
No,
so,
I had nothing to do with me. I think schedules didn't line up. You know, you'd be surprised to hear that the professional interns actually work a little bit outside of the podcast. And sometimes things just don't line up great. Like, I think we're using this week to get a head start. We're going to be 2 podcasts out now, just in case.
Yeah,
just in case.
It won't happen again. Hey, it's the
Don't say it won't happen again. It will happen again. But hopefully we get another 10 episodes before it happens again.
What's it, like growing pains?
Yeah.
I was going to say learning steps, and that's not a thing. It's learning steps. We were supposed to record on the weekend, and I know you went to a wedding over the weekend, which I'll let you talk about. But I looked at your story, and I was gonna reach out to you, and be like, "Hey, we're gonna film the podcast," and we're supposed to film on Sunday, and then on Saturday, or Sunday, I woke up in the morning, looked through your story from the night before. No. I'm like, he's not filming today. I didn't even reach out.
Nope. So whenever I go to a wedding, I have a couple rules. One, I'm at the point in my life, always a hotel. I'm always doing a hotel. I'm not trying to drive home after a wedding, or I'm not trying to Uber home. I live in the middle of the boonies. There's really no Ubering here, so I don't want to have to pace myself to drive at the end of the night. So now, 100% hotel. And if I do a hotel, I gotta be laying in that bed like passed out, like I went way too hard. Open bar. I enjoyed myself. There's no other way to do a wedding. Just drinking, having a good time. Jamie, you're going to my wedding. Are you excited for that?
Dude, is it an open bar? Do we know?
Oh, my wedding? Of course.
Yeah. It's the night. It's the night you'll never forget, and the night that I won't remember.
I've been trying to think about signature drinks for the two. So I have a cat and a dog. I have the Newfie and an orange cat, and I've been trying to think about signature drinks for them. Orange cat, I'm thinking some sort of cider cocktail for the orange cat. I don't know what it is yet. I know they exist. That's what I'm thinking. And for the Newfie, black dog, I'm thinking something probably with a little charcoal in it to make it black. I just don't know what it is yet. I don't know. If you got any ideas, please
hear me out. This is the first time I've heard of this. By the way, sounds very cute. I love it. And I'm giving you the intern advice, baby. Orange
just what
cat,
I wanted.
For your cat, maybe a little mimosa. What's wrong with the mimosa late in the night? I'll drink it. But this is the real advice.
Okay.
For your dog, I mean straight whiskey. Cut it with nothing. It burns. And it's not in a little whiskey glass. You're getting like a glass. You're getting a real glass.
It's a tall 12-ouncer of whiskey.
Yeah.
Lucy will put you on your feet when you're not expecting it, but with her weight, and that thing will put you on your feet when you're not expecting it with its weight. So you know what? Maybe the tall glass of whiskey, you might have something there. I don't know if the fiance's going to bite, but I will pitch it. It will be pitched.
Yeah, you got to fight for this. You got to be. This
is the hill I'll die on.
No, this is a hill you'll pitch a tent on.
Yeah.
I won't die on this hill, but I will pitch a tent.
There it is.
That might be one of the podcast all-time bangers.
We are keeping that in this. Yep.
I will say, your dog does not, or your dog does very evidently look like she would put you on your ass. I'm not gonna edit in a picture of her. If you want to see a picture of her, you got to go to Noah's Instagram. Look at that, Noah. Plug it at the top of the hour.
Plug it. Noah _Caron_. Go find it. There's plenty of it. There's plenty of photos of little Lucy, not so little, 100-pound Newfie. She's a great girl, but she, I walk her. And every time I walk her, I walk the same path every day on lunch. I'm doxing myself here. Hope to see you guys on the path. Same path.
Check me out on the path, guys.
The address is walk the same path every day on lunch. And I always run into this little old lady who walks with their 2 unleashed little yappy dogs. And every time she's surprised to see me. Every time I turn around the corner with the Newfoundland, she kind of like scurries over it and like kind of tries to grab her dogs. And Lucy, she's nice. She doesn't really care. She just kind of walks by him. And every time she like goes, "Oh, big dog," I'm like, yep. And every single time, without like missing a beat, I turn the corner and I see her and her 2 little dogs come running up and she goes, "Oh, big dog," and then picks up her dogs and just keeps going. I'm like, you see this dog every day. Every single day. She's saying it to me. She's like, "Oh, big dog. She goes for a little fist pump after. I'm like, yeah.
Big dog.
Big dog. DAWG, big dog.
Dude, I love running into I love running into like people that are like NPCs, but like regular NPCs in your life. There's a guy at the gym I go to who I've seen. Like, I've been to this gym on and off over the past probably 7 years. I've seen this guy there from the jump. The entire time in my life that I've been going to the gym, there's this older gentleman. He's this bald black guy with a mean mustache, almost like a Steve Harvey mustache. And he's just handling business. I don't know. He always has a duffel bag with him. I never see him doing anything. But he's always got a duffel bag and the sweat towel. So he's got to be putting in work. Maybe he's just hanging out.
Yeah, I have an NPC. So other than the one old lady I see on the walk, I got one more NPC. It's another dude on the walk. This dude is there. He's punctual. Every day at 12, he does, so it's like, I don't know, it's like a mile road. And he does the lap twice, and he keeps his head down. He doesn't wave to me. He doesn't acknowledge me when I walk by. And he's probably like 6'4", and just like, maybe like late 50s. He's just a big, muscular guy. And he literally the whole time, just head down, no headphones. He's raw dogging it. Doesn't look up to even acknowledge me. And he just guns past. And I'll walk past this dude 4 times in a week. Maybe more, because he's doing it twice. And he speed walks. I don't even think he knows I'm there. This dude just
he
head
knows
down.
You're
just
there.
He's
staring bullets at the ground, trying to avoid eye contact. But he knows you're there.
He doesn't like the dog. He doesn't like the newfie. He's just every single day I see him, and he's a big dude, and I'm like, this dude could probably kick my butt if he tried, and lose. He could take us both out, but he does not. He's a man on a mission. He wants to get his midday walk in, and this is probably his one chance to get away from the old ball and chain at home, and he works this walk.
Noah's like, yeah, this guy walks like he hates his wife.
The way he's walking.
I know that stride.
I can see that stride from a mile away.
Oh, man. That guy walks just like my dad.
Hates his wife. I don't know, man.
Oh, my goodness. Dude, this is a segue. Walking. I walked a lot this weekend because I went to New York City, baby, the Big Apple.
So when you say New York City, were you in like that
the Big Apple
Square? New York City's big. There's a lot.
I was in the Big Apple.
Times Square? Did you pay congestion fees? Are those still going on? Did you drive?
I did not drive. I took the train in.
Oh, okay. Well, then you wouldn't.
Because I'm a public transit commie.
Commie, yeah.
Love me, dude. Train ride in was lovely.
Jamie, our friendly socialist here.
Dude, I
we
love
need a bullet train from Boston to New York. Bullet train.
Dude, I'm a big public transit guy. I love me a good shared rail network. It was nice. Because I don't like having to deal with having a car. Like, I like the luxuries.
I respect it.
At my house, in the burbs, I enjoy having a car. I don't like carrying my grocery. I don't want to walk from the grocery store to my house.
Sure.
But like, I don't want to. New York City's made for walking. I don't want to rent a parking spot for $90 for 2 days. So yeah, no, I took the train in. I was stepping all over the place. It was kind of lovely. I was in that I was in the congestion pricing area because I was in Manhattan and like that downtown. I was in like Soho, which I learned where that is. That's where I was.
So hipster of you spending time in Soho.
Thank you
for your weekend.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I also, very hipster of me, went to a gluten-free restaurant.
Wow. Well,
my girlfriend's
your girlfriend. I was
going to
say.
Yeah. So I've been to quite a few gluten-free restaurants. But no, so I was in that congestion pricing zone. I think it's still going on because there was not that much traffic, and it was lovely because of that. I was crossing the street whimsically.
Yeah,
Didn't almost get hit by a taxi.
It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, it
was
I
nice.
feel like I'm gonna give you a little bit of a bone I got to pick with congestion pricing. I think it makes sense. I don't think New York has good public transit that facilitates congestion pricing as of now. Like they need I think maybe if they keep it going and they use that money to build up their public transit better, I think it might be better. But I feel like right now I do not.
I think New York City is
I also
only
haven't lived in
city
New York
that
City.
has.
I also haven't lived in New York City, so maybe I'm wrong.
To be fair, I don't know about those commuter lines, like how well they are. I'm sure the people on the commuter lines got a bone to pick, but I will say, out of any city in the U.S., New York City's the best.
I
But
feel like
it's also
Boston has a good.
Boston has the worst.
Really?
I could go dude. I could go on such a tangent about this, but I'm not gonna. I watch too many of those logistic YouTube videos. I know. I'll give you the skinny of it. I'll give you the skinny.
Sure. Give me the skinny of it.
Because I lived in Paris. Paris is a great public transit network. What you want is like a circle. It's like called a ring road. You want things to kind of go around. Because if you're like, you want things to kind of go around and intertwine like a mesh almost, rather than just through the center and out. Because it makes sense to go through the center. But like if you were on the edge of it and you were trying to go like on the edge, then you have to go all the way to the middle and out. I'm doing probably a pretty bad job for audio listeners. There's a really great video out there, I think by Wendover.
You love Wendover. And what's their platform? You are a strong advocate for what is their streaming platform
for Nebula, baby.
Nebula.
That's why I was in the city. I was watching,
that is why you were there, right?
I was watching the premiere of their show Jet Lag, which is dope. It was a good fun time. It was a little weird because we were in, like, they rented out a theater, and I think it might be a known theater. I didn't think it was, but I heard someone mention it on a podcast, the Angelica Theater. I'm not sure if that rings a bell to anyone. Yeah. But yeah, so we were there. They rented out a theater, and then they played the first episode of the show, did like a podcast Q&A at the end of it. It was real cool. Tom Scott was there. If you know Tom Scott.
I know Tom Scott. Yep.
Dude, so cool. Got to talk to Tom Scott for a second. It is so weird, though, to meet these people in real life. Like, because I've only ever seen them on a screen. I only know them as, like, the character in the show and whatnot. And I understand parasocially, like, they are a human behind that, right? But, like...
Sure.
I've never had to think, like, oh, how tall is this person in relation to me? Like, if I stood next to them, am I looking up at them? Am I looking down at them? And so I had to confront that this weekend, and it's very weird. And
were you looking up at them?
Some I was looking... Most I was looking up at. Some I was looking at, because I'm not considerably a tall guy. I think I'm pretty average height.
I don't think I've ever... Okay, so back when Josh, my twin brother, did YouTube,
our one and only podcast guest. Give it up for Josh.
Give it up, bring the party. We went to PAX East, and we got to go to like one of like the events with like all the streamers and stuff. And I'm realizing we're not tall people. Josh and I, we're 6'1". We're 6 feet 6'1" on a good day.
What are you saying?
Okay, but like
we're not tall people. We're just
not,
taller than the average person.
We're not like massive, but like at these streamer events, we're massive. Like you look around, maybe it's just a gaming space thing, but people are short. People are short, and I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm that tall. Like I meet people taller than me all the time, but at freaking PAX East, oh, we're tall.
Yeah. No, I'd describe you as average tall. Like you are
That's
a
fair.
taller person, but you're an average taller person.
That's fair.
Whereas me, I think I'm basically Victor Wembanyama.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm going to the league, baby.
One of my friends, he was on dating apps, and we would go on double dates very often.
Oh.
And he always said he was 6 feet. And a little bit I would do to him as someone who's 6'1", and he was probably like 5'10", maybe 5'11". I would go, and they would be like, "Oh, it's nice to meet you." I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm 5'11". I'd be literally like 3 inches taller than him, and people don't. When you just start chucking out heights, nobody like actually like has a point of reference. So then they would look at him and just in their head they'd be like, "Oh, he's really short." My buddy who's actually 5'11", and I have like 3 inches on him, and I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm 5'11", or I'd just be like, "Oh, I'm just barely 6 feet," and then my buddy'd be like, "I'm 6 feet," and like so clearly looking at each other, looking at us next to each other, he looked tiny. Like,
yeah.
And it was just a running bit we would do, and he hated it every time. I'd do it when we're like at a bar or something, and he'd just be like, "Dude," he would just shake his head and like just not acknowledge it, and I'd be like, give him a little side eye, and be like, to like him and his date.
Ooh, this guy.
Oh, did he lie about his height on the app?
I think we're gonna go.
Bye.
Is PAX East the only one of those streamer events you've been to? Or like we'll call it internet events?
Yeah. Oh no, I went to EA Play, which Josh also got invited to in LA, and we were like.
You went out to LA?
Yeah. Josh got. Josh was paid for all of it. They covered Josh's stuff. They covered him and one guest, which was his now fiance, girlfriend back then. And then they gave him a room with 2 beds. And you know who got the other bed?
Dude,
right here. So
nice.
They did give me like passes and stuff, and I got to meet at that time it was mostly simmers. So we got to meet like, I don't know. You're not going to recognize any of the names. Maybe viewers would. We met like James Turner and Vixella and Little Simsy, I think is like the really big one. I'll be honest, you meet these people, very nice people. Everyone was so cool, except for one dude who played 2K. I could not tell you his name, but I remember talking to him. I was like, this dude's an ass. I just remember talking to him, and the dude was like very much aware he was one of the bigger content creators there and made sure everyone knew he was one of the bigger content creators there. But I could not, it was like, oh, it wasn't 2K, it was FIFA because it was EA. But like it was such a weird niche space that I personally know nothing about. I don't even know if I could tell you what he looked like if you showed me a picture of him right now. But I remember talking to him and I was just like, this dude kind of sucks. Yes. And I was like, I'm not talking to him anymore.
This dude blows. What the hell?
Go open some packs. What are you talking to me about?
Did you know who these people were beforehand or no?
The simmers, yeah, because Josh got flown out because he was a simmer. So like I knew of them. Like I mutually followed a couple of them on like Instagram and stuff. Like so
Gotcha.
I don't think I ever had like conversations with them before then, but like I've had conversations since with a couple of them. And most of them were honestly, all the simmers at least, the people who we mostly hung out with, really nice people. Really all of them were very down to earth. Can't say the same for the one FIFA guy I talked to, but you know what?
Yeah, moral of the story, fuck that FIFA guy.
What the fuck? Don't talk to the FIFA guys. That's what I'm saying.
Isn't it? It's just, I think this is the first time that actually, it's happened to me before because I used to be really big into esports and I went into a lot of esport events and I like met the players. But I think it felt a bit like I'm older now. It's just really weird seeing these people in person. It's also, I don't know if, I think this might be a little bit of a mindset thing. It's also weird meeting them as a fan, but like feeling like a content creator myself. An unsuccessful, well, I don't know. Success is variable, but like a small, well, because I don't want to say unsuccessful because like I have 7K subs and there's a dude probably grinding out with 1K subs who's like,
Sure.
dude, I'd kill for that. There's always someone.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But like, yeah, it's weird to be like, oh, I'm trying to be a part of the space that you're a part of. Like, what's the, like, I guess the difference is like whether you're successful or not in that. Are we getting philosophical here?
Maybe a little, but I feel like it depends on how you look at it. But I feel like you know what I found weird when I met these people is that they were all my age, and I was like,
that
these
as
people,
well.
And the thing was, I guess maybe YouTube is paying them better than I expected, but like they weren't like massive, like 100K. Like I'll be honest, somebody at 100K might not be making a living off YouTube alone, and like I didn't feel like they were significantly more successful than me, but they were more successful in this space. But it was like weird being like, that person's my age and they did this with their life and I'm doing this. Like at the time I was like almost done with college, but I was just like, it's interesting seeing like, I don't know, the different routes and what people take and then meeting people and then realizing they're mostly normal people that are just, I feel like if you met, I don't know, celebrities, you'd probably find a lot of them to be relatively normal. A lot of them. I'm not going to say all of them, but.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is something I've thought about like kind of a lot. Dude, this is the deepest episode we may have ever had. but I've had this thought before because I've like when I got to the age where it was like people in the NFL and like upcoming sports stars were my age or like younger than me, I was like, dude, what am I doing? Like I'm 1 year out of college, probably like right when we had met when I was working at marketing agency. I'm like, I'm an intern at a marketing agency. I'm like, what am I, like this guy is making millions of dollars. But like, I think the thing you don't see is you never hear about the person who failed in that pursuit. Like you only hear the winners. And then B, like, you don't see what happens behind closed doors on that. Like, I might be sitting here like not pining, that's the wrong term, but like wishing I had the like a life like that where they might be like, oh, like I wish I had that college memory where you sat on a roof at 1 a.m. with your buddies drinking beers.
Yeah. I feel like what I think about a lot is just like that space of how people get to where they are and like what that looks like individually. And I just think it's really interesting to see, people find success in all their own unique ways. And I think it's really interesting to find celebrities in really niche spaces. Like when you meet like I'm trying to think of, I guess the FIFA guy would be a good example. That dude had like millions doing FIFA pack openings, and I couldn't pick him out of a lineup. And this probably he probably put up, 1 million views a day, and I'm like, I don't know who the hell you are. And then to take that to heart and then act shitty about it.
Yeah, that's crazy. I actually had a thought like this when I was at my event, like over the weekend. It actually wasn't even over the weekend. It was a premiere on a Thursday night, which is kind of crazy. But I was thinking like they just rented out one theater. There's like 7 theaters there. So there was still normal moviegoers just kind of walking in, doing whatever they're doing. And so those people were like, who the hell are these random ass people? So like, why are people taking pictures with these nerds and that old guy? I'm like, that's Tom Scott. Show some damn respect.
You haven't seen him on TikTok? He's
a guy,
big on TikTok.
He's everywhere. He's a guy who's I'm in a well. I'm in a submarine. Yeah, no, it's just like you can matter to people. I got recognized when I had 2K or like 1K or 2K subs on my gaming channel, and I was like 17, and I went to a gaming event, and like I was probably like 16, and someone was like, "Oh my God, I'm not gonna say. Well, actually, wait, it's already in here. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. My gaming channel is gonna keep it a little bit close to the chest.
Sure.
But they're like, "You're him," and I was like, "Yeah," but like I was so there in a fan mindset, so it's very weird to be recognized. I was like, What are we doing? But hey.
You know, one day somebody might be like, "Hey, you're the guy from Professional Interns." I'll be like,
Dude,
"What is up, YouTube?"
if one of our 8 listeners says that, hey, that would be big. We get more than 8 listeners.
We got more listeners on the personals. Let's be honest.
On the what's on our personal
our own YouTube channels.
Oh, dude.
More importantly, my name's Big Blue Bug. I'm waiting for the DMCA. Would that be
No, that's a copyright strike. You're thinking of a cease and desist.
I'm waiting for the cease and assist. The cease
No,
and
not desist.
desist.
The cease and assist.
The cease and desist from the Big Blue company themselves. I don't know. I don't know if I got a leg to stand on here. It feels like we're in different industries, but if you don't know, my name's Big Blue Bug, and I'm named after like the Rhode Island. Like, there's a big paper mache Big Blue Bug on the highway, and it was like in Dumb and Dumber. It was in a few other.
It was
things.
in Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, and I took that name and made myself Big Blue Bug Gaming, and I'm waiting for the pest removal company to send me the cease and desist. Be like, hey, dude, quit doing that. I'm probably cranking up their cost per click on Google with my.
I don't actually know if they could say
SEO.
anything to you.
We're in different industries. I don't think
why.
I don't think it's copyrighted for other industries. I think maybe if I sold merch or something, they'd be like, "Well, we want to sell Big Blue Bug merch."
Do they even? I don't know.
They might. As like a licensable thing. I don't know.
I'm not too sure. The only merch I sell is I Hate Big Blue Bug Gaming merch. Available at IHateBigBlueBugGaming.com.
Did you end up making that site?
No, I never made that site, no.
Oh, you just ordered the merch.
I have the stuff to make shirts, so I made it's a one of one. It's in my closet. I'd pull it out, but I'm in the office, so I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh. All right, what do you say we jump into some questions here, yeah?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, it is time for the intern inbox questions. And if you want your questions answered on the next podcast, please write into ProfessionalInternsPodcast@gmail.com with your questions or things you might need advice on.
And we'll save your life.
We will save your life. For the first question we got, my ex wants to talk about moving on. I'm about to talk with my ex tonight. For context, we broke up a few months ago, and after being no contact for about a month, we agreed to still be friends. Everything has been smooth sailing until I mentioned last night that I started talking to another guy, but it ultimately didn't work out after about a week of talking. He got upset and said that our relationship must mean nothing if I could move on. I told him that I put myself out there only once and it didn't work. Also, agreeing I wasn't entirely ready. He wants to talk tonight, and I'm very anxious. What else can I say for him to see my side? Did I mess up by starting to meet new people so soon?
Well, I think what's really important to note for you and I is that they are friends. So, like, thankfully, nobody else can manage to be friends as exes, but the two of them, they did it. They pulled it off.
Dude, I don't know why everyone tries to be friends with their exes. I'm gonna, guilty as charged. I've tried it before. It doesn't work out. I feel like clean breaks are hard, but I think that's probably it's your best bets to go for the clean break. Everyone wants to go back for a little bit of that forbidden fruit, but it's probably just better you get out of there. Like, and honestly, it's like you should pretend you got no contact order for at least a couple months. And I think that might help you reset your headspace.
Yeah. Look, we're going to give you the real advice before the intern advice. You're not going to be the only person that pulls it off. The guy who manages to stay friends with their ex. It's actually, I think this
it's the girl. It's the girl.
The only girl who stays friends with their ex. It's not going to happen. He still wants to be together. Who broke up with who? Did they say that?
For context, we broke a few months ago. Nope, doesn't say. They just had no contact for about a month too short. Extend that.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Let's be honest here. He probably is still hoping to get back together. It sounds like you broke up with him, and so it's like, and you have to be a younger person, just kind of judging by this.
Oh yeah.
Just move on. You're gonna learn from this. People. There's a line from a song I really like. That's people are only in your life for seasons. Like that. Sometimes that's just how it is. Sometimes people are only around for a little bit of time, and it sucks when anything like that ends. But you gotta just enjoy the time. All right, I think we solved that. So let's give him the intern advice now, Noah.
Dude, the intern advice: keep sleeping together, enjoy sleeping together, find someone else, and then just get out of there. The second you find something a little bit more serious, and just pretend like I don't know they didn't exist.
That's crazy.
You said intern advice, Jamie.
Well,
okay, give your advice. What's your crazy advice? Sleep with the dad? What do you mean?
Look. She says he wants to talk tonight, and she's very anxious. What can I say for him to see my side? So
I love you.
Look,
yeah. Three very strong words. Just drop it. Say it again.
It depends on the guy. There's a certain type of guy where if you just threw something like that at him, they go, "Whoa, I wasn't saying all that." Like what could you say? You could say a few things. Does he have a brother? Be like, I'm just more into your brother. I feel like that would kill it on the spot.
That ruin it. You'd be done. You'd be out. You'd be good. You'd be clear. Chalk clear.
I'd say you could be like, oh, I only like girls. I think I like girls, but I think he'll take that as a challenge. I'll be the one. It's like that episode of Jersey Shore where Pauly D sleeps with two lesbians.
Hell of an episode, dude. Jersey Shore was before its time. If Jersey Shore came out today,
it was perfectly in its time.
No, bring it back. I want Jersey Shore back right now. And you want to know the issue? No, it was in its time. Because if it was now, there'd be like way more drama about like weird things that don't matter. Yeah. And it would ruin the vibe.
It would be like Jersey Shore Island.
Jersey Shore Island. And we bring in one of their hot exes every episode.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I don't know. I think all in all, like, you two broke up for a reason.
Yeah,
I think just call it a quits. It doesn't seem like you want it to be back, and he's real upset that you started seeing someone else. I mean, actually, we should say, I mean, it is. I do feel like it was a little fast for you to move on. If you guys were broken up for a month, I don't know.
It doesn't say how long you were together.
Yeah, how long were you together does matter. Like, if you moved on after a month, like, I guess we don't fully know. There's some timeline stuff here. I think, long story short, you're in the right. He's being a weirdo. You just gotta go back to being no contact. You're not gonna be friends.
If they're possessive now, they'll be possessive about you in a year. Like it'd probably be easier just not to communicate, and they will hopefully catch the hint, and you can both move on. And then if maybe in a few years. I would give it years based on the 1 month not working. Give it years, and maybe if you run into each other at a coffee shop, you could fall back in love madly over a nice cappuccino. It could be this great love story. Exactly. But right now, that love story ain't happening. It's like, get out of there. Quit talking to him.
Yeah. Look, people do get back together. It's happened in every Hallmark movie I've ever seen. So there's a chance.
And Jamie's seen a lot of those.
I've seen a good amount
of them.
He's
watched a lot of bad movies.
I've seen quite a few of them. But yeah, it's probably as much for his benefit as it is yours. Like, It sounds like you both need to grow as people, and this is one of the ways that people grow. All right, Noah.
Killed that one.
We fucking nailed that shit. Let's do the next one. All right, our next question. Do I tell my little brother what his, quote, I love cream pies shirt really means? My younger brother is a junior in high school. Great grades, involved with his church, upstanding kid. One of his favorite snack foods are Little Debbie oatmeal cream pies. My mom knows this and got him a shirt that reads, "I love cream pies" for Christmas. Being on the internet too much, I know what a cream pie is. However, my mom and my little brother have no idea what that means. I am pretty sure it's one of those dirty shirts that's pretending to be innocent, but my poor family is too innocent to realize. I would hate for my little brother to be made fun of by his friends or for my family to scandalize their local church group. On the other hand, I would hate to ruin his Christmas by pointing this out. Do I tell my little brother the true meaning behind his shirt? Noah.
That is hilarious for one. Would I tell him the true meaning? Probably. I probably would. Or no, I would. Jamie, would you have to? You have to. You don't want I'm amazed that a junior in high school doesn't, well, junior boy in high school doesn't,
Here's the thing. He knows. He definitely knows. I think you might have this perception that he's an innocent kid. He doesn't know what it means. He definitely knows what it means. How he grew up on the internet too.
Does he have unfiltered access to the internet? Maybe this is like one of them really religious people that don't have like a smartphone. He's still using a flip phone.
Yeah, look, your mom.
Realistically,
how does his mom not know? He knows. I feel like your mom should know, but let's assume you live in some like real Bible Belt part of the world, and there's a chance they don't know. He's gonna find out, and gotta chalk that one up to the game.
That he's gonna be picking up some. He's gonna be picking up some ladies at Bible study. That's what I'm saying. And you know what? He should wear that shirt. And you know what? He should bring a cream pie with him.
Yeah,
bring one of them little Debbies. Eat it while like looking at his girl. This is.
I think we might be onto something here. I think he's doing this as a way to pick up women. I mean, what's better than a guy just wearing that shirt? He's leaning back, eating his little Debbie oatmeal dessert treat, because I don't want to say it for the 9th time. She's like, "Oh, I love cream pies." He's like, "I do too."
Hit him with a little mewing. He's mewing hard while eating his oatmeal cream pie, wearing his "I love cream pie" shirt.
Yeah, I hate everything about this question. The more I think about it, but yeah, he definitely knows. And I don't know. Maybe if you see him going to wear out in the assumption that he doesn't know, if you see him going to wear it out in the town, be like, "Hey, little bro, we got chit chat." And then, then you gotta have the birds and the bees talk type deal.
You don't want to do that. I don't think you want to do that. You could get him intern answer. You could get him another shirt that says "I love cream pies" and have the little Debbie, like, logo, or say like "I love little Debbie's cream."
Yeah. Yeah. Keep going with that one, Noah. Keep going.
No. I think I'm good. I think I'm good there. I think you burned the shirt. I think you burned the shirt in the night. You burn the shirt in the night, and you buy him like 2 boxes of Little Debbie's just to kind of make up for it. Be like, "Hey, that shirt, I'm sorry. I was smoking the ganja, lit the shirt on fire.
Yeah.
Here's 2 boxes of Little Debbie's. Sorry."
Look, what if you get the same shirt, but instead of like the Little Debbie's on it, you change it to the other meaning, and you wear that, and you go, "So this is what your shirt actually means."
Wow.
All right, that's the easiest way. And then, if he's a kid who didn't really know, he'd be like, "Oh my God."
Wow. That's awesome.
Oh, dude, I thought of that at the same time.
He's gonna be, "Wow, that's great. Okay, I'm wearing the shirt."
Ah, jeez. Oh, dude, we really botched that one. I think we normally save the world.
No, I don't know about this one.
Yeah, man. I don't know, but I think we might have messed that one up bad. Oh, let's get to the next one.
Yeah. Help! I sent a gay Shrek porno to my 82-year-old grandmother. Dude. Pour one out for this fallen soldier. Okay,
How?
so basically, I think we're about to find out. So basically, 20 minutes ago, I was texting my girlfriend, and she sent me one of those copy pastas where it's a guy dancing, but it's made up of symbols. I went on r/copy pasta to try and find something funny to send back, and I found the jackpot. A gay fanfic of Shrek titled Shrek is Love. Oh, this is a classic.
yeah, of course.
This is a classic. Everyone knows this one. Quotes from this include, he skewers me on his schrock and begins using
maybe
my
we should skip
booty
the quotes.
So I sent it to my unexpected girlfriend. 15 minutes later, I checked, and if there was a response, but then I realized I hadn't sent it to my girlfriend. I had sent it to my 82-year-old grandmother. For some unknown, bewildering reason, I don't have pictures or special names for anyone on my phone, and my grandma and my girlfriend's names start with the same two letters. Her image of me is a nice, smart, handsome young man, and I just sent her a gay Shrek porno. Help me. I don't know what to do, and she hasn't opened it yet. I don't know what to do. Please help, Jamie. What do we do?
I think this is the same advice as the last question. She's already seen it. No, I think this is one of those you reap what you sow. You did this to why were you sending this to your girlfriend? Are you kidding me? You're sending gay Shrek porn to your girlfriend?
You're sending Shrek erotica around. You deserve everything coming to you. Your grandmother's never going to look at you the same. And
she's not.
You had it coming.
You're out
what
of the will.
Doing? You had it coming like Shrek in that gay porno.
Yeah. You're long out of that will now, buddy.
Sorry.
Look, and this is the problem with men these days. All right, they're always. I
was drinking water.
They're always sending gay Shrek porn to their girlfriends.
Oh, okay.
Me, I send flowers. I send good morning, good night.
I send an edible arrangement just to let my friends know I care.
Yeah, and you're talking about your schrock, buddy. I got some news for you. You're about a month, 2 months away from ending up like the first question. All right, a month of no contact, and you want to get back together. It ain't happening. She's already texted new dudes.
Brutal. So yeah, what's our advice? I don't know. Our advice is probably you lost, and you just gotta, I don't know, have a conversation with grandma.
82 years old means you were born in like the 50s. Yeah, your grandma doesn't know how to use her phone. You're good.
You're probably fine. The text is gonna be too big. It's gonna be too much scrolling. She's not gonna be able to read it all.
Yeah,
she's gonna give up after like the first schrock. You're fine.
So congratulations, you're good. All right, Noah, this is the last one of the episode. Boyfriend still lives with his ex. It's a little bit of a wordy one, so hang with me there. My partner and I have been together almost 2 years, but since we've been together, he's been living in a 2-bedroom suite with his ex. She now has a partner of her own. I've never really been okay with it, but I'm someone who tries to be understanding and compassionate, so I've been letting it slide for now. Last year, I tried helping him find a new place, but his excuses were always like, I don't like the look of that place, or it's not as secure as my current one. He needs a special security for his work truck. I brushed it off because he had a lot going on with his mom passing last year, but now it's getting harder for me to keep ignoring how uncomfortable I feel with the situation. One thing that really bothers me is that his ex walks around in see-through clothes like short shorts and a tank top in front of my partner. It's especially awkward when I'm there. I get that they were together before, but it feels disrespectful to me. We talked recently about him moving out, and he said the earliest he could leave is July because he has to help with his landlord's daughter's wedding, who's like family to him. Additionally, he wants to pay off some of his debt first, etc., etc. I don't know if I can wait till July. I love this man so much, and I want to spend my life with him, but I'm not sure how much longer I can deal with this. What should I do?
Well,
how do we put this? How do we...
Wait, what do you think? I don't think he's sleeping with her. You think he's still sleeping with the ex?
Yeah, no, he's sleeping.
No.
This is... Hey, let's go back to the guy from the guy from the first question. Not the girl, but the person who she was writing in about. Dude, there's always a chance. There is always a chance. They're 100% still sleeping together.
No.
He re-upped on the lease with this girl.
Did they say he re-upped? If he re-upped, that would probably be too...
Well, if they've been together for 2 years...
they're finishing the lease. They're finishing the...
So I don't know exactly when this...
But the new girl has a boyfriend. You think
that doesn't mean nothing?
It is kind of weird. So, if I was in this situation... You know what? If I dated a girl who's living with their ex, I probably wouldn't have started dating them. Just full stop. That'd probably be a red flag. Full stop. Yeah. I don't know. I think you kind of put yourself in a little bit of a pickle here because you got into this relationship knowing he lived with his ex, and knowing that this would probably be a problem down the road. I would assume you probably thought he would just like move out, but the fact that he's been so reluctant to move out would definitely be a reason to... Yeah. I don't want to say give an ultimatum, but give an ultimatum.
Yeah, give an ultimatum. What do you give an ultimatum?
Give the ultimatum. Maybe offer to help. I don't... He says pay off his debt first. Maybe if it's a place you guys are getting together, you could do the full down payment if you have that type of money rolling around. And you could be like, well, the first month I'm doing down payment will be good. You have that additional month to like transition, figure things out. I think it sounds like it's a bit of a money play. And maybe that just means that maybe you have to step up a little. And I don't know. Money's money. It'll come back. If you really love them, it might be worth maybe working a little OT to get a little money in the bank to help him out, to get him out of that situation. And if it makes a relationship stronger in the long run.
Here's the thing to me, right? So when they started dating, that he was living with his ex. All right, sure, fine, whatever. And then he re-upped on that lease. So it's like, wild. Which is crazy. I understand it. Like, if that happened for me, like if my partner was living with her ex and then they re-upped, I would be like, no, like that's crazy. I give him a little bit of a break because, his mom passed. Maybe it was just like everything was so stressful. It's easier to kind of just stay put, even though it's an awkward situation. But now you're coming to the point where it's like, we're gonna re-up again, and he's like, he's dragging his feet on it now. Oh well, I have to help with my landlord's daughter's wedding. Okay, well, what does that have anything to do with like you living in the house? How about you help with the wedding by letting the landlord make a little more money by finding a new tenant? And it seems like he's now making just a bunch of excuses.
Yeah.
And judging by the way, like, look, I think at best, I think his ex-girlfriend's up to something a little manipulative here, because she's wearing like scandalous stuff.
Yeah, I didn't even address that. That's insane. It is disrespectful to you.
That 100%. She sucks. But like, even assuming the best of they're not sleeping together, which they probably are, like, I think you gotta like there's something you don't know. This is a weird situation. I wouldn't rush into moving in with this guy because I don't trust what's going on here. Something stinks.
Yeah. Our good advice is ultimatum, and you know what? It's toxic. It's not great, but if you approach it nicely and maybe you can offer a little financial help, because it sounds like that might be a little bit of a problem. That would be great. If you offered the ultimatum and said, I don't know, if you can come up with $1,000 and be like, this can go towards the down payment of our next place and that'll help you out and it'll help you with your debt. That'd be great. and you guys would move on. Okay.
Intern advice.
Give him the intern advice. What do we got, Jamie?
Intern advice has to be, how do you find out if he's cheating or not?
It would be camera in the house. It'd be camera next time you go over. Maybe put it on the maybe sneak a little camera in the old room.
You could do a little spy camera action. You could do that.
I want to be very clear. This is intern advice. I would never in my life recommend installing cameras in places that they are not allowed. You know what? I think we should stay away from this one altogether.
I think we should just be clear what kind of advice you're getting when you write in. You're getting advice from two people that are saying to put a camera unknowingly put a camera in the home of the person you trust most on this earth. So,
yeah. You know, I think that's a good place to wrap this one up, Jamie.
There's got to be something better than camera, right?
Better than camera. Sleep with the girl walking around. You start walking around. You arrive to his house in scantily clad clothing when you know the girl and her boyfriend, his ex and the new boyfriend are there. So then you kind of return that favor on uncomfortableness. Little see-through clothing.
Yeah.
You know, it could work. It could make them uncomfortable, and maybe it's just and then maybe she'll kick him out.
This is true. Or sleep with his dad.
Always on the table with the interns.
Awesome.
Always.
Awesome. Noah, you got anything to plug?
I don't think I really do. Just check out my YouTube over at Big Blue Bug Gaming. Oh, I do have something to plug here on this channel. We dropped a edited video on this channel of us reacting to some great alpha male content. It's hilarious. It's funny. It's edited.
It's the lunch break.
It's the lunch break. That is the name of the segment. We are calling it the lunch break.
Yeah.
So please go check that out. It's a good half an hour, 25 minutes. It's a funny video.
It's live on the channel now. Nice fun half hour. You'll enjoy it for your lunch. And there's more of those to come as we kind of iterate on it in the future. For me, I got nothing to promote. There's not going to be a video out for a couple. I would be shocked if there's a video out by the time this. I'm a little bit in the lab right now. You know, not ready to put something out, but I'm cooking. I'm chefing. So stay tuned. Maybe just follow me on Instagram or something else. I don't know. Figure it out. Cool.
That's it.
Thank
you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and give us a rate if the platform has a place where you can give us 5 stars. And we'll see you all in that next episode. Bye.
Bye.